Hey, Kelsey, Norm MacDonald here. So, you have a podcast, huh? Fantastic. You know what I always say? You know what the world needs more of? Podcasts.
Live from the Screwball Whiskey Studios, The Kelsey Hudgins Show.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, live from the Screwball Whiskey Studios, indeed. Brother Norm talking us in there, my good pal, my good friend. Norm MacDonald here, he says. So you have a podcast, huh? Fantastic. You know what I always say, what the world needs more of? Podcasts. And that's coming at you straight from my buddy Norm. So, speaking of my buddy Norm, I have with me today on episode number 2 of the Kelsey Hudgins Show, 2 people who you are about to meet. 2 people you already know if you've listened to anything that we've done in the past. Brother Noah Byrne and Brother Tyler Brown, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi.
So,
Sponsored by Screwball Whiskey.
Sup, guys?
You know what goes well with peanut butter whiskey? Jelly. But your jelly's the belly. Put the whiskey in your belly jelly. Screwball Whiskey peanut butter.
Yeah. Tomorrow's stories begin right here. Screwball Whiskey.
There's an ad in there somewhere.
Yeah, there's an ad in there somewhere. So we just got done doing some fun things. We just got done playing around with some nonsensical things that sounds pretty fun. And for those just now catching up on audio, please go to the YouTube channel and subscribe to Kelsey Hudgins so you can get some of the extra content that you missed by just listening to audio. But yeah, we just got done doing something that I don't talk about it or anything yet.
Yeah, it's a
secretive.
Small Beans production. The head of IGN video department, Michael Swaim, formerly of Crack.com, and Greg Burke, who's better than Sylvester Stallone, and Abraham Epperson all wrote a script that we just had to fill in. It's like an audio sketch.
It's like the old sketch? Adam Sandler.
Yeah, it's like a whole bit.
It's like bits, audio.
30-page script. We all just tried out, auditioned for characters, and everyone did better than I did.
Nah, you think so?
I think so, yes. I absolutely think that Tyler did better and you did better. Mine didn't make any sense. It doesn't matter, folks. You don't know what we're talking about. I want to talk about what is the best, cheapest place to eat in Merle's Inlet right now? Because I think Mellow Mushroom Happy Hour is killing it for cheapness.
I don't know. I don't go out anymore. I don't have a job anymore.
Okay, true.
So I don't do anything. I mean, so I got fired.
Fired.
And,
I want to see.
in
how did you?
In the November.
Oh, what?
Just go scroll back up so I can watch myself in lag.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to see yourself in lag, do you? I was just showing you the chat so you can pay attention to
hey.
what people were saying.
Chatters.
I haven't got the chat open yet. So if you're chatting,
Get some chatters.
If you're chatting, hey.
Any chatters in the chatter room?
I hadn't shared yet. But anyway, we're still on audio right now. But anywho, so we did, myself and Noah, and Tyler did a couple episodes with us too. Me and Noah had a podcast with Blair Beaudry for a while called Sunset Grill, which we did for a couple years.
Started Kelsey's podcast obsessions.
The very first podcast episode I ever recorded was on, dude, and the equipment that we used, like you could hear the fan kick on and the laptop in the beginning. Like, I listened back to old Rogan episodes and old like Kill Tonys, and they did the same thing.
You see the progression.
Yeah, but
You gotta start somewhere.
what up, poser? In the house, I see you here.
I don't like posers.
Yeah, dude, you can't skate.
Yeah,
That Quicksilver T-shirt. Oh, you lying.
You lie. No fear.
Yeah.
I used to borrow my
You
brother's.
got fear.
My brother always had all those clothes. The No Fear, the Surf to Earth, and not the Big John. Well, yeah. But anyway, but yeah, I used to.
Rusty.
Yeah.
He had Big Johnson shirts?
No, he didn't. But he would skate and he would surf and do all that stuff. I never did because I'm not good at it. I'm not athletic. I can't. My brother just picked it up.
I wore it just to not get beat up.
Yeah, well, he would leave, and then, you know, if he was out of the room, I'd put it on real fast and go to school, and he'd find it at the end of the day, and try to fight me. This is my shirt. It smells like you.
You're a poser.
Get it off, poser.
You
Like,
poser.
kick me in the chest.
What's up, Smitty?
Smitty in here? What up, Smitty?
Smitty in the house.
Is that the poser?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's Smitty.
Oh, Smitty.
He poses it himself.
Poses as Smitty.
But anyway, you mentioned some things. I haven't introduced my Kelsey Hudgins show crowd yet to the wide world of Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh.
And you know a little bit about that guy.
Noah's been following Jeffrey Epstein for probably way too long.
Too long.
I'd say we've probably been doing it for what, 5 years?
Easily.
It's annoying that
4 or 5 years.
it's now all mainstream and everyone's talking about it, and we're like kind of just bored with it. We're like, thank God we can take off our work clothes and just rest on the couch now. The world's got it now. Like, but they're still dropping the ball. That's what I think is funny. Is like, I'm still like, yeah, okay, we all know Epstein was clearly murdered in his cell. And what's even weirder is the prosecutor on that case was Comey's daughter, which is just like all
Technically, she would have lost the tape, I think.
yeah, and she lost. She's the one responsible for losing the
so
tape.
bored
Talking
by
about
this
the
these
daughter
days
of
now.
someone in the FBI that is involved with the whole Trump shenanigans. That now, like, it would have been his daughter in charge of the case of Epstein. Not in charge; she was on the team. But like, what a small world we live in. Like, how is it all so? How is everyone in the same?
It's the simulation, man. It's the same cast of
This is what
characters.
Tyler says. He goes to the simulation idea.
It's like, you know, you got the same...
We've run out of characters.
We've run out of characters, so we keep using the same
So you go,
characters.
who's the prosecutor going to be in that case? Oh, it's going to be, who's the other players going on right now? Comey? Yeah, Comey's daughter. That's who we'll put there.
It's even kind of like, you know, the
Cast her.
plane that was shot down, the Iranians shot the plane
Has to
down,
be from
but
Ukraine.
it was a Ukrainian plane.
Right.
So you're like, oh, but there's
Yeah.
Canadians and
There's
Iranians on it. You're like, oh, okay.
He's like what? Like close to like 200, 300 countries in this world, but it has to
yeah,
be
it's gotta
Ukrainian.
be Ukraine.
It's like, because we're not done with the Ukraine stuff yet. We got to pull them back into the story. We can't have another country. We can only remember like 5 countries. It's got to be Canada and Ukraine.
So if, you know, people watch this stuff and get so upset, and it's like, you got to just sit back and laugh. I'm like, man,
No, we
That
don't.
makes
We need
sense.
to go out and fight the system.
nah.
I gotta sit
The system's already written. we're done.
Well, yeah. Okay, true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I look fat in this stuff.
The Rothschilds.
It's Big Noah, folks. You remember Little Noah? This is Big Noah.
This is
We're kicking ass over here.
yeah, that big
Really
Noah.
proud of my weight gain.
That's right. Be proud of it.
But anyway, so back to Epstein is that tape is gone now. Everybody knows this story. Everybody knows that he was murdered. He was already attempted murdered once, and people seem to forget that fact too. That like there was already this cop that like was like, I tried to save him. He tried to hang himself. Thank God I was there. And this guy's like cop that shot like 5 people was his jail cell. And then he said,
And not only is he cop, but he's fucking yoked.
yeah,
This dude is like,
terrifying looking.
dude, they're talking about him on Joe Rogan Fight Companions and shit. He's so big.
So then he almost gets murdered, and then they put him back in the cell with another cellmate, which I don't know who the other cellmate was now. They clearly shouldn't have put him back in the cell with that guy. But they had an electrical cord in there, tons of bedding. He's on suicide watch. That doesn't make any sense.
And not only that, somebody else made the point the other day. He had sleep apnea. He slept with a CPAP machine. That has to be plugged in. There has to be power in there for that.
What's he doing with sleep apnea?
He slept with a CPAP machine.
What's he doing with that, though?
Well, why wouldn't he just, you know, go to bed late at night and then just take it off and just hope to die that way?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
It'd have been easier. You're like, maybe tonight's my night.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm
Yeah.
lucky.
Well, and then also the coroner came out and said, like, no, we don't, the hyoid bone and all that. Like, I will say I've never seen, not the coroner, it's like his attorney.
Yeah.
Basically, Epstein's attorney came out and said, the coroner, I think, died or something. Something weird happened to them, too. But, like, they came out and said, like, no, this isn't all the murders or suicides we've ever seen, you know, whatever. Like, there's bones wouldn't be broken. And that was reported a long time ago, being re-reported again because he keeps going out to the media being like, why isn't anyone paying attention to this? And why isn't anyone paying attention to it? Because Gervais said it best when he was like, I know it was your friend, and blah, blah, blah. And sent that little message out there to the world that, like, yeah, we all see what you're doing.
Yep.
Fucking corrupt
Well,
motherfuckers.
At least he's dead.
We all see
So
what
far
you're doing.
as we
But
know.
so, yeah. Yeah.
That's why Jeffrey Epstein was murdered is one statement, but saying Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself is another statement because it leaves an open-ended thing that it wasn't him or You know what I mean? If you say he was murdered, then that implies that it was actually him. But if you say he didn't kill himself, then you go, oh, that leaves it open-ended where it might not have been him or he was murdered.
Yeah, I believe they did a poll a couple days ago or a week ago, and they polled people, and they pretty much all say that they believe he did kill himself, like the majority.
Yeah.
What?
But when you have memes going around like Epstein didn't kill himself, I mean, people start, thinking.
Where's this poll? Who's polling?
We talked about this poll the other day. It was like a I don't know. You'll have to look it up.
But it's like you can poll for anything.
Yeah, of course.
Like you could do like a fake poll. Like you could pay anybody for a poll on anything.
Yeah. Well, they just said a majority of the people do believe that he was murdered.
They got these polls on lock. Poll lock.
Poll locks.
Hey-o. So
I'm not allowed to say that because it's YouTube. But I'm Polish, so fuck you. Mostly Irish and then somewhat Polish.
Are you still at Mr. Tyler Brown?
I am still Tyler Brown.
At Mr. Tyler Brown on Instagram.
That is not my account name. No.
Which account?
We want to know
Are we
your
doing
Hulu.
like an Instagram?
I want to know your Hulu,
Hulu.
account. Hulu account and password.
A Tubi?
Yeah.
So, fuck Epstein. Anyway, it's old hat now, and it's crazy about it is that everyone jokes about it, everyone talks about it, and everybody knows, but nothing's being done. Ghislaine Maxwell, heir to the Victoria's Secret fortune, is skipped off to believe Israel is the last report, and she's being protected, and she's a madam who got a bunch of underage kids.
She's probably not there though, because
She's
why would you say
fine.
where she is? You just go somewhere else.
Yeah, like
She's not in Israel.
Like the last time I saw her, she was eating an In-N-Out in California.
I think there's something fishy about that anyway.
That was probably a staged.
Yeah, because they had there's that movie that came out, Bad Boys, Bad Kids, Good Kids,
a terrible movie.
Awful Kids.
Yeah.
Awful movie. I don't know
what that is.
But there's a poster behind it that wasn't there prior, so
That was that movie that looked so bad. It was like it was
just kids
and they're gonna
cussing,
be like horny and swearing and shit. And it's like, okay, they can't even watch this movie that they're in.
Yeah, they could if they took the parents. As long as you have a guardian.
They probably don't. The Guardians are probably pedos too.
You're still at Horsehead Business, man.
Talking Hollywood folks.
You're still at
Yeah.
Horsehead on Instagram?
Yeah, we are Horsehead. I just stole the name.
All right, I've got Instagram links to each of these gentlemen up on the thing. So what up, Dave Sarah in the house? Living
Dave.
that fucking dream. Sounds like a made up name. What's
kind of
his
dream
name?
is he living?
Dave.
Sarah.
Dave Sarah is
What's his
LA
dream?
As a Los Angeles comedian.
Los Angeles.
Sarah,
Los Angeles.
Sarah is Los Angeles for angel. That's what it translates into.
That's
Sarah,
right.
Seraphim? Sarah?
Dave Angel.
Dave, your name means angel, right? Just tell everyone I'm right.
Angel Dave.
Angel Dave, the Armenian.
And he lives in Los Angeles, the city of angels. That translates to the city of angels, in case you've never heard of the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, like Betty Davis, James Dean, and Cable. Isn't that the name of that song, Girl on TV? LFO? Isn't that how we did that?
Don't know that one.
Wait, who's LFO?
Yeah, you know.
Live for...
Yeah, bro.
For
what? What did LFO stand for?
Light Funky Ones.
What?
Light Funky Ones.
The band LFO? That's what it says. Light Funky Ones.
They're a newer band, right?
Yeah, brand new.
Are they?
No, Brand New's a whole different band.
I knew it. That's what we're going for.
What did LFO sing? She looks good in Abercrombie and Fitch?
Yeah. I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch.
Oh, yeah.
Mom, take a real bitch.
I remember them.
And then I
But
take
then
that.
Eminem did Boy Girl Groups are new kids on the block, suck a lot of dick. Boy Girl Groups made me sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're awful.
That Eminem
Yeah.
It's an awful thing to
That
say.
vanity lace.
Eminem.
Mean.
Well, in other news, this is not going anywhere, and I just think you should all try the ham and cheese sandwich from Pizza Hyena.
Oh, Pizza Hyena. For local people, if you're ever in the Surfside Beach area.
Oh, I forgot we're national. Hey, Dave
Yeah.
Sarah. Yeah, he said, yeah, bro. He
Yeah.
confirms what I said about
Yeah.
Sarah means angel.
Of course. Dave's actually out there doing some shit for he's doing some comedy out in LA.
Dave, tell me
He's
a
going
joke.
to you're going to Comedy Store tonight.
You see the Don Barris guy?
No, but he knows the Don Barris guy. I was telling him about Al Corey hanging out with Don Barris and shit because I know Tyler for sure is a
like
big
some Don Barris.
H3 guy. Noah says he doesn't know Don Barris, but he does. You will.
Is that the guy who did the Gong Show? And he was
Ding
actually
Dong.
Yeah, Windy City Heat and the Big Three.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Perry.
Thank you. All you had to do was say Windy City.
I have some Perry, actual Perry. I'm not even going to talk about those. I'm not gonna do it.
Why not?
I had his phone number. But
Tell us stories. Fuck it. Who cares?
I don't.
Who cares?
It gets. There's
What's gonna happen?
Okay. So somehow we got Perry's number. I think Barris or someone put it up, so we got it. So Ed Tanner, our buddy Ed, big fan of
I just bleeped it
Perry.
Yeah, fuck it. He's
So-
going to be on here soon.
So we get Perry Caravello. We call him up. He picks up. He's like, hey. Well, my wife, girlfriend at the time, she pretended she was a girl. You know, I'm not going into that. No.
Oh,
No, I'm
man,
not
you've
doing
already
it.
done it now.
I'm not doing
I
it.
wish I remember how the story ended, or I would finish it for him, but I can't even remember.
I remember how the story
I know
ended,
the
but
story.
I won't tell it out of respect for you.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that to Perry. I like Perry.
He didn't he call back a bunch of times?
He called us back a
Got
lot.
kind of obsessed with it. Like,
Yeah. He wanted to hang out. I said that I was living on Alameda next to Warner Brothers, near Warner Boulevard in Burbank, and yeah. I'm not gonna. He was gonna come and meet the girlfriend, but
Yeah,
that's as far as I'm going.
The only thing is that the girlfriend gave out that she was a specific
Never mind. I'm not going in there.
gender.
Gender, yes.
Wow, I'm so perplexed by this story right now. How do I not remember this?
Perry's gay, right?
Misdirection. But we were talking about that at Mellow Mushroom a couple weeks ago, and Eiffel Tower, that bitch. What?
Yeah.
Dave knows. But no, we were talking about that the other day, and I came back to the Discord and started telling everybody. I was like, okay, so I just heard this. Like, I didn't tell them the story.
Yeah.
But I was like, I just heard like the story of Perry Carvello and Windy City Heat, and like I feel like comedy nerds should know this story. And so I told everybody that basically the story of like, okay, it's this elaborate prank that Barris is pulling on this guy over the course of years, and Kimmel's in on it, and everybody's in on it. Everybody's in on it except for him. And I told everybody about that, and then one of these guys was like, I know Don Barris, and I was like, how do you know? Like, okay, sure.
He hangs out.
Sure, you know
Comedy
Don.
Club? Is it the Comedy Club?
Yeah.
Comedy store?
Comedy Store.
Like, sure, you know Don. And then he goes out to L.A. and he's like, yeah, I've been texting Don Barris back and forth. You know, Don invited me to come to the Comedy Store and shit. And he's like, he really likes he does skits and shit like that, like YouTube videos and stuff. And he's like, Don really likes the shit that I do, so he's invited me to hang out at the Comedy Store. And that's what they did. He went and hung out at the Comedy Store. He met everybody. He met Eleanor Kerrigan, and like Don Barris kicked Michael Shea off stage from Saturday Night Live.
Nice. Michael Shea. Who the fuck is that?
He's the new Weekend Update guy.
Ah.
But Don didn't know who he was, and he started to walk up on stage, and he was like, "The fuck are you doing? Get the fuck off the stage!"
He's like, I'm Michael Shea. He's like, all right.
Yeah, but not. And then Jeremiah Watkins was apparently telling him like, "Hey man, you know you really shouldn't rush the stage, no matter who's up there, who you are. You know nobody does that. Like the greats don't do that." And he's like, "Okay,
I'm Michael Shea.
Yeah,
I'm all ashamed of yourself."
Yeah, he said you should be ashamed of yourself.
He's probably a good.
Horsehead is a clown. I see. Don't shit where you clown. That's right.
I don't know what he's talking about. This guy's off his rocker. Take your meds, Dave Sayre.
I saw Jeffrey Ross at
Just kidding.
the Comedy Store. He was the last guy. It was like 20 people playing that night, but he had a pretty good joke. He came up and he was just like, I got the smallest dick in Hollywood. When I get an erection, I get a bellyache. I was like, that's good. Pretty funny. Pretty good.
Nah, man. I just see that's what like because I've been doing the Kill Tony chat with the Discord people, and all we do is like talk about like random comedy and jokes and bits and shit like that.
I want to try stand up.
And I've been, dude. Well, here's the thing. We have to get an actual open mic, like no music. It needs to be just comedy. And I've emailed Carolina's Comedy Club. I've emailed the Cabana. Cabana does this thing, but it's like months long, and it's like a
competition
yes
thing, yeah.
And I would rather, and I've gotten up with New South Brewery to see if we could do it there, but it needs to be something where there's no music. Because that doesn't count. If I did, because I could do bits, I do bits. I do jokes all the time at the shows.
I do the same thing with trivia. I use it as a platform to try different shit.
But in the same breath as like
confidence. If
you do a joke and it falls flat, you can go, all right, back to the show, and win the crowd back over.
Yeah.
Like because we have that. It doesn't count as actually doing stand-up, but I'm working on places around here to try to get that going, because otherwise we just got to fucking move to L.A. And you've already done that.
Yeah, and I have. And I mean, Charleston, Wilmington definitely has that comedy cellar or whatever they call
Dead Crow.
Yeah, Dead Crow. And then
Charleston doesn't really have.
Not really. Wilmington's got a lot more than Charleston. Greenville actually has a couple of rooms.
We met a person that runs the Greenville comedy place. They came to the bar that night, or that day. It doesn't matter. Guy and girl, she's cute, and you're in love.
But yeah, Greenville has a sick little comedy scene.
a road gig in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, come do it.
Yeah,
this is what we need to do. Call from a Los Angeles phone number.
Creative artists.
Ha! That's funny. That's the way to do it.
Smart.
Oh, don't sleep on old Dave Sarah. Don't sleep on my boy Dave.
What did he
got
say?
The tricks. He says this is what we need.
I heard smart. And I'm like, wait, what's going on?
We call one of these locations and we do it from a Los Angeles phone number, and then we say we're the creative artists, blah blah blah, and we need to get our comedy people into your gig tonight for this comedy show, whatever. And then we pretend that we're from LA when we show up and that we're there to do comedy. It's a ruse.
Oh, definitely a ruse.
Dave pitched a
That's
ruse.
what Shia LaBeouf did to get himself the Rolling Holes. You know, he called the talent coordinator and posed as his own agent to get himself the role in Holes.
Wasn't he? How old was he then?
He was young.
He had like a 7-year-old. I'm the agent.
I am the agent.
He was young.
I got a guy coming. Oh.
So what, 14, 15?
1 second. Stop touching my Play-Doh. Anyway, I wish Shia LaBeouf.
I don't know why he'd mispronounce his own name if he's playing it, but he's really playing the part. Well,
LaBeouf, I don't know how to say it. It's certainly not me.
So his first role was as his own agent.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like that was after his Disney shit.
Yeah, Disney shit. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, after his Disney shit, he did that. But
guy's a nutcase.
He's making a comeback.
Here's the thing, though, is yeah, he really is, dude. After that, he did that Sway on the morning. He did that freestyle on Sway in the morning.
Yeah.
And then everybody went ape shit over his.
Was the freestyle good?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
He's a weird cat.
Yes. Dude, he really is.
He will not divide us.
And Joaquin Phoenix as well.
That.
He will.
Joaquin
not
Phoenix and Shia LaBeouf remind me of each other, like as far as their interviews and shit. I went to the
like the
Business
not movies.
Factory today
I
in
just
the
want to say,
business.
BoJack ripped us off for the record. We've been Horsehead Businessman for like ever, and then BoJack Horseman comes out and he's a horsehead businessman suit, whatever, and I'm just like,
We were ripped off by Tim and Eric too.
I've told
many
people
rip-offs.
that story before.
Tim and Eric?
The road trip.
Yeah.
Band tour.
The reason, for the audience out there, Noah and I, we had a friend, Adam Justice. We had a comedy group called Horsehead Businessman, and we'd make stupid videos. Well, at the time, YouTube had a contest called Sketchies that you could join, so you had to make a couple bids. So we
it was
would
the
always
best sketch comedy on YouTube at the time.
Yeah.
They were supposed to rank them.
Yeah.
And YouTube picked their 10 that they liked, and then
Then it was audience.
Then it was all votes on the audience. They did it twice. We made the top 10 both times. We got beaten by nobodies.
And Ed Bassmaster beat us.
He can beat us.
He didn't.
No.
He hated on us though, man.
He hated on us.
He didn't like us at all.
Ed Bassmaster, who hates us.
He's doing well now.
And he's doing great.
Yeah, he's doing great. Good for him.
Everyone else is doing great except for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, so then we did this sketch it's literally called Sketchies Janice Babs / Band Tour. And our friends all like it, and people quote it all the time. But we did just a stupid telephone bit where we're just like back and forth on telephone, like Band Tour, and then Tim and Eric came out. So like they were just taking off. Tim and Eric were just getting there.
And wasn't one of them a judge?
Well, no. Here's the problem. The problem was on the lineup of the sketchies. Our video played first, and then after our video popped up, a video where it was get 99 cents for $2.99. We have dollars for $3, and it was that
funny
big
group. I forget their name.
So, we were watching somebody told us, like, I think Tim and Eric ripped you guys off, and we saw it, and then I was like, yeah, they did the band tour.
Yeah,
they did the band tour.
Replaced it with road trip. Did the whole exact bit.
And then it cut right after that to, we got 99 cents for $1.99, and they totally ripped that one off.
Those other people.
And we go, what?
We were front page of YouTube, which is hard to fathom at this point in time. That, like, we were front page of YouTube for like 7 straight days. Like, if you went to just youtube.com, it would be our sketch right there on the front page. And like nowadays, it's all bought out by corporate enterprises. But back then, they were very interested in like new people,
content creators.
Yeah, content. And now it's like, no, it's all just record labels. And here's my music video, and here's a commercial.
Yeah, you can't really get anywhere on YouTube now.
No, but
they're like making it so hard for
crazy.
Dude, they're making it harder. And it's harder today than it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
They stole the platform, so it's like, where do we go now? Like Vimeo, whatever. Like, where do you even fucking go now to get your shit seen?
There's nowhere else. And I've started fucking with Periscope a lot more now, just because Twitter's the Wild West and they don't give a fuck. Like, they don't care.
Well, Periscope,
and also
you get the Super Hearts, and I know Scott Adams. He does the Coffee with Scott Adams every morning.
Right, dude. Once you get to that threshold,
really well.
Once you get to that threshold, they don't try to fuck you over. It seems like they if you get the super hearts and you get like super fans and stuff like that.
What are super hearts? How do you pay?
All right, yes, people. It's like people buy super hearts to give you, and you get paid from those. Super hearts. So it's basically like super chat that YouTube does, where you can tip within the chat, where they take a percentage. And I don't want to like put too much Jamie's business out, but he put it on Twitter, so I'm sure he wouldn't mind me saying it. But like, you know that YouTube won't, unless you monetize up to $100. I'm pretty sure they don't pay out at all. Like if it's $99.99, you don't get paid out unless you get that one extra penny.
Yeah,
and then you get paid out. And also, I don't know that this is true, but I think that doesn't roll over either. So if that's on like one video, it only makes $97, you make $0. Yeah. If your next video makes $97 or $99, you make nothing, unless it makes 100 or more.
Yeah, we ran into a lot. Like, those are the very early days of YouTube. And
we were monetized right off the bat.
We were told to be monetized, and we refused to be monetized.
That's right. Well, we used a lot of copyrighted music.
Beyond that, though, like, they wanted to put ads in our shit, and we were like,
said no.
We're not gonna fucking put ads on our shit. Dumb us. I mean, we're fucking little punks.
Because now our friends are on. Yeah. We have Kyle Mooney. We got Beck Bennett. They're all doing.
Everyone I know is doing really well.
Our friend Jen Lyon. We just went to their wedding. Her and Tage. Tage's New York Times, and Jen's on the TV show.
I just Facebook last night. Jen Lyon was up for whatever reason, looking at some stupid post I put, and I was like, go to bed, Jen. I was like, give me a bit part in your dreams. And she was like, get out of here. You were a very long-standing character, or something like that was her response in my dreams. I was like, all right, cool. But great people. We got to go to their wedding. She's on claws, like Tyler said. I interrupted him, but yeah, everyone else did really well. But the monetization was weird, because even when we did this thing called Genius Camp, where we all met up in New York City for 2 weeks and did comedy, they took one video that our friend Ryan was working on, and Ryan took that video for himself, even though everything was supposed to be like this co-op. Then he took that one video for himself and like put it on YouTube. It's called Drunk Driving, the video game, and you can look it up by Poikpack. And it got millions of views, and he monetized the shit out of it. And then, like, we never saw anything of that, which I'm sure is dick. Well, anyway.
Yeah, you wouldn't make it.
But, like, it was just so weird because we all worked together, and he was like, no, this specific one I'm taking.
Well, I remember that. I thought that was all of y'all. Or, like,
I think it was. I think it was on. No, he uploaded it on Genius Camp, too, and then it was on.
Yeah, but he uploaded it to Poikpack first.
Yeah. And no, I think he did it second. I don't think he did that first.
Whichever reason, it's the only one with millions of views.
Yeah, it doesn't matter which one.
And we just not.
Well, I think the Poikpack got way more views than the Genius Camp one.
Way far and above. Like, it almost looks like Genius Camp ripped off Poikpack.
I don't care.
I don't care either.
I love the guy.
I'm going to punch that guy in the face next time.
No.
I love him so much.
Oh, did he fuck you over on the POG tournament, too?
No, not the POG tournament. Not this guy. No, Ryan Hunter's my dog. I love that guy.
Yeah.
But he's smart. It's crafty is all I'm gonna say. But anyway, yeah. So that's our defunct comedy careers, and now we're just trying to struggle to get by. We're gonna make a comeback. I don't care.
it's the time to do that. And dude, I think that everybody should start going live. I think everybody should start fucking doing Periscope and just like pumping the fucking internet full of your content. Oversaturate, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
I'm so damn stressed out that I can't. I'm like,
Dude, but you should. But see, that helps, man.
It's
gonna be me screaming.
Dude, do it, bro. You have no. And I know it sucks to say this, but dude, when you're in a situation like that and you're feeling bad and you're like gonna say like just be dark and shit like that, fucking do it. That's that people want to hear shit like that, man. You know, I get most of the views, which granted, my name is Kelsey, and I do go live in the shower, and people probably do like click on that thinking like, okay,
I might see something.
right.
I might get a little taste of something.
Yeah.
Give me a taste.
Just taste.
But see, I use that, and I'll just get on there and just like fucking bitch about shit that I got going on.
Yeah,
and
you're a real boner killer.
I get a lot. Yeah, I know. That's what I try.
I'm like, live with Kelsey in the shower. Here we go. And I'm like,
like I'm wondering how many people open that video, dick in hand, and they'll like just see a fat dude with a beard, and they're like, I'm not gay. I'm not gay.
no, they're like, well, you know what? We'll finish with her.
Yeah. This reminds me of that Norm
get
bit.
what you
He's like, yeah, can I tempt you with some desserts? He's like, why is all this sexual undertones? He's like, I don't end up blowing this guy in the bathroom. He's like, I don't end up blowing this guy in the bathroom. He's like, I don't care much for you, sir. I'll finish. I'm a man of my word. But
Are you still blocked?
yeah,
Oh, you still blocked? Yeah.
yeah.
I had to have been an accident. I don't see.
No,
You think he did it for real?
yeah.
Why?
It's a game. It's a game we play. That's Norm's way of saying that he likes me. It takes more effort to go through and do that than it does.
Sounds
to,
like cognitive dissonance.
Yeah.
Something wrong with your
That's
explanations there.
Norm's way of saying that he likes me.
I don't think so at all. That's fine.
He hits me, but he loves me.
Yeah. We're friends. No, here's the thing. I all I did was send him a message.
Maybe he doesn't like watching himself.
Maybe.
He goes, why did I say that?
That's dumb.
Podcast. No one needs more podcast.
Well, now he's got one. But
He's doing that bathroom shit.
Kelsey Hudgins. Podcast. You gotta keep it going.
I'm not doing it all.
I don't know
James
what.
Cagney
see,
again? What am I fucking
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is
Yeah,
with the Norm situation, but the thing that I could figure is
Twitter
that
him and ask.
maybe he. Well, I can't. He's blocked me.
I would say so. I'm scared of getting blocked too.
I don't
well,
care.
We should get Kyle Mooney to say it because he's friends with him and he follows him. We should be like, hey, Kyle,
I get
our boy. Yeah.
I get drunk randomly and message people in the DMs
Well,
on whatever platform I'm on, and I just talk. I say random shit. I've never been blocked by anyone. Not that I know. I don't go back. I don't know. I don't know if I'm blocked. Or not.
well, I think.
You say random things. You direct message people random stuff.
Yeah. Who's the most recent one you did?
Veep, my friend Sam, I did sketches with Sam. Oh God, what's his name? Sam.
Some friend.
But he's on Veep and he was on all these things. I didn't know that. I did sketches with him back in the day, and it turns out he turns out to be one of the main characters in Veep as it goes on. And so I like messaged him and I'm like, Sam, remember when we were in Desert Springs, California in a hot tub? And it was like crazy and like, wow, you're on Veep now. Like, yo, man, hook it up. Like, figure out like my life.
I think all your direct messages are just give me a job.
That's exactly what it is. I'm like, I think I did the same thing with.
You said it with Jen.
I did it
Like,
with
give me,
Jen.
I'll do anything.
And I was like, maybe a PA on the set of Claws, and she was like, okay, fine, here's the date. It's like, you're gonna be a PA, and I was like, I can't quit my job and be a PA down in New Orleans for this amount of time. Like, whatever. I had a girlfriend at the time. Shit. Now I don't. I mean, I do now, but now I don't care. I'd probably go to New Orleans. My girlfriend would probably come with me. She doesn't care.
Dave, his name is Robert Paul Champagne.
His name.
Dave said there's some extremely old man out there that's all alone who gets his morning coffee, sits in his robe outside, watches Kelsey in the shower, and just vigorously masturbates with dry, chapped hands.
Very, very good description.
Yeah.
Of my father.
What's up, diving?
So anyway, yeah, that is true.
But no,
message people drunkenly and ask them.
But
for
you
jobs.
direct message like people that you know and that you've met, or do you like?
Yeah, people that I've worked with.
Okay, so you've never messaged like people that you don't know,
Yes,
or that like,
I did with Chris Morris, who is Brass Eye and also the writer of Veep, and he's my favorite comedy.
I didn't know Chris Morris was the writer of
Wrote Veep. Yeah, I didn't know either until halfway through Veep, and all of a sudden I was like, Chris Morris? Nah, can't be Chris Morris. And I was
Really?
like, shit, yeah, the guy fucking Brass Eye. Fucking genius. This guy, I mean, Brass Eye, I've sent you Peter Geddon before.
Yeah.
And I mean, just the first 5 minutes of Peter Geddon, if you don't laugh, then you don't have a sense of fucking humor. But Brass Eye, Chris Morris. And so I messaged him, and I was like, I'm a huge fan of him. And also messaged him, told him something. I don't fucking know. And then also guy from Whitest Kids You Know, Trevor Moore.
Oh, dude.
Messaged him randomly, and I was like, great fan of your shit. I want to work with you guys, man. If you're doing anything, I want to work with you.
What did he say
I was like,
back?
check me out. Not a goddamn thing. Nobody's responding to me. I mean, I go back and read the messages.
Just
I was
another
like, I wouldn't
loon.
respond to this guy either. It sounds like a
We've
fucking
watched
nut.
Dame this crashing with me has watched like told me about that Trevor Moore guy. We watched a couple of the show that he does. I don't know if it's called a Trevor Moore show or whatever, but
Yeah, it is.
he looks a lot better with the stuff.
Yeah,
The beard and
he
stuff.
did an album recently, High in Church, and it was like the video for that's fucking hilarious. It's like a rap album. Everything on this rap album is fucking funny. He's not a great rapper, but the comedy is on point.
Yeah.
He pushes the envelope. That's why I like both those guys. They both push the envelope like farther than it should be, and that's why I thought if I'm messaging these people, I'm messaging like low tier guys. I'm not going like. I try to hit up Tom Hanks and be like, hey, man, what's going on? I'm like hitting people that I'm like,
Yeah,
this guy
fuck that. I
might
messaged
respond.
Norm Macdonald.
Yeah,
You give a fuck.
Paid
Look
Norm
what
Macdonald.
happened.
Hey, I
He was
will.
a hired.
Look what
That was a prostitute.
Yeah, well, hey, listen. I will say this
Hey,
though.
Screwball whiskey where your belly's the jelly.
Unprovoked, Tony Hinchcliffe messaged me the other day.
Right.
I hadn't messaged him. He messaged me.
That's neat.
I've never
And-
messaged him before.
Never. Never. And there was
What did he
zero
say?
interaction.
He's thinking about you.
Because he said, what?
Saw that video.
He said,
More shower videos. More shower.
he said,
little bow.
what? He said, what is a Discord? Because I've been posting a lot of shit about
Wait, he
the
said,
Kill
what's a
Tony.
dick for?
Yeah, I was, about to,
The
I was,
Kill
I was
Tony
going with that
Discord.
joke. I was about to go
That's
in
a
there.
lame joke.
It's a Discord.
But I've been putting a bunch of shit on Twitter because we're doing a Kill Tony rewatch from episode 1 through. And he's like, what is a Discord? And like I was
hearing
like, I sent him a link. And I was like, I appreciate you, blah blah blah. I appreciate you, dot. And then we talked back and forth for like, I don't know, an hour, like sporadically. And he's just trying to make sure that the videos that we use to watch in the Discord are going to credit his channel and not someone else's channel. He didn't want anybody.
okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? He was just making sure of that. And
Go back to your stupid videos and your
Yeah.
stupid
He's
Dix
like, all right.
Ford.
you fucking peasant. But no, that's I don't know. I've been messaging back and forth like a couple of but most of my shit is just Kill Tony related over the last year or so.
What is...
Did I tell you about that, Dave? I think I told you about that.
I will say that I also have some successes. One was Blair Sheehan from the band The Jealous Sound, which is a personal favorite of mine. Great depressing music when you're depressed. And I messaged him and just said, hey man, your music really pulled me through like a dark time in my life. Like I listen to that shit like nonstop. And he was like, oh my god, thanks, that's so awesome. Another one is we sent Anton Newcomb from the Brian Jonestown Massacre our videos. Drunkenly.
Oh, he did like
He watched them and
Yeah.
wrote us a whole fucking like long
review or like
review or
Nice,
sketch comedy
yeah.
videos about how
It was on MySpace, and we'll probably
on
I'll
MySpace.
never find that
and
again.
he was wasted when he wrote it apparently, but he was just watching, rolling through Horsehead Businessman videos, just like commenting on like, I like the pizza guy one with the blah blah blah, and you guys are really hitting a note with this kind of like absurdism with whatever. It's like this whole fucking long thing that we were just like, cool. Well, he saw my videos, neat. And I'm like, I mean, I love Ant Newcomb more than a lot of people in this world, so to get his feedback was really cool, and we didn't even think he'd fucking respond to that. And Tyler gets on. I mean, Tyler might as well be fucking Twitter celebrity because he gets everybody that he wants to talk to him to at some point in time.
You did good on Twitter.
I
Everybody.
don't say anything like
I
funny.
know he just posts accurate posts, like they're just good posts, and then these people will be like, how many people would respond to you now? Like, so many fucking.
My
people.
favorite was Randy Quaid sent me a direct message.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was a good one.
Randy fucking Quaid.
I don't know who.
What did he say? Help
Oh,
me.
the best was WikiLeaks. I got WikiLeaks joined my side on an argument once.
That's awesome.
That was a good one.
I don't
That
go.
is
I don't
strong.
fuck with Twitter. Like I don't go on it at all. But like Tyler will wake me up. Like, WikiLeaks they're fighting with you in this fight. And I'm like, cool, man. I'll go back to Clash Clans and just be like, well, maybe there's a celebrity in my clan.
Yeah, I like everybody. I try not to pick sides online.
I've been fucking with Twitter a
Nobody's
lot
banned you?
more lately, though.
I haven't been banned.
Nobody's
Not by-
blocked you, though,
Nah.
that you know of.
I don't really say. I mean, I like everybody's stuff.
Like, I don't like.
I don't really.
I can't.
Yeah.
If you can say something witty on the left or you can say something witty on the right, I'm like, yeah,
I can't.
that's funny.
I like the trolls. The only people I really like followed on Twitter were like trolls. Like that was like I just had a blast following. Like what was that Krang guy that was around for a
Yeah.
while? And there's even the one guy that's always just he's got the picture of like the guy with glasses. I mean he's huge and like
Drill or something like that. No.
something. And then I don't know. All these people that I follow are like nobodies that at least I know of, other than James. What's his name? That got banned. The actor.
James Wood.
James Woods. Yeah,
James
like
Woods.
that's like the only troll I know that like is like a real person. Every other troll is just like
He was a troll, man.
such a
James
troll.
hiding bodies
He got-
in the woods.
He got kicked.
James Woods.
He got
Yeah,
kicked.
yeah. I think
for a
he
minute.
got kicked because something he said, but he's not even banned. He just has to delete the post, and he won't do it. So he
Good for
can,
him.
Well, I heard what's her name? Did you watch that episode of Rogan with Jack and Tim Pool and the girl?
I did see that.
Love
yeah.
Tim
Where they were like, we've told these people that if they just delete the post that they can come back and they won't delete the post or whatever. And then Tim Pool like went off on like, well, they're saying these things, and he reads like a dozen more posts that are still allowed to stay up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tim
I
Pool's
mean,
the man. He
it's-
keeps
Tim
people in
Pool's a
check.
genius.
He keeps people in check. Like he's like, actually, this, and he's very good about that. Yeah, and I mean, there's the whole debate with like, is Twitter now a public forum
It should be only
It should
because
be.
the
It's
president. If you have the president talking to the people of Iran
in the town square?
yeah, I mean,
Is that the town square now? Like we've talked about this before. Is
And
like you can't ban someone
the
from
best
saying what they want.
The
in the town
best
square.
argument
Right.
for that is when just recently, when Trump said, this is my notice to the Congress right now. He said it via tweet, so it's like that's kind of town square. That's
Yeah,
where
now
even Congress is
the
now
public
finding out.
decrees or whatever are having
that's-
through this
Yeah.
channel. That gives tremendous power to the people that want to censor people, though. Like again, like,
It cuts out his middleman though. All the middlemen. If you don't
Yeah,
want
that's
to-
the one. Well, that's honestly that's probably why the news is really anti-Trump more so because
They're not, he's not giving them.
he's not
what-
giving them the breaking news. He's just going out
Right.
and doing it himself.
Well, dude, to be perfectly fucking honest, I wouldn't want to just because the everything, like you're hearing, and I quote Joe Rogan on this. You hear one news station say this about a story, and another news station say this about a story.
It's all opinion.
And one of you are lying. One of you's lying.
All of them are.
Yeah, you can't.
Right. So that's the thing. But and when you get to the point is, well, all of them are lying. Then why put your
That's what-
story in their hands?
Yeah,
Fuck
that's why
that.
you'll go on Facebook and you see people like, they're gonna put camps for the gays and they're gonna kill us all. I'm like, just calm down.
I deleted the app from my phone.
Well, that
I
was
deleted
when
everything.
Trump started too. He's like, he's gonna kill the gay people. He's gonna do this.
Why?
I don't know.
Tyler, what are you saying right
I
now?
don't know.
What are you talking about killing?
Not me.
Yeah,
I love him. I love
throwing
gay
me
people.
for a loop, man.
No, but no, it was just the
You're talking about putting
insanity.
gays in camps and stuff. On
Just the
YouTube.
insanity of it.
We're on
just
YouTube.
sit back and
we
go,
can't
whatever.
say that. Sponsored by Screwball Whiskey.
Yeah. No, but seriously though, like I notice a lot of that shit on Facebook just because people on Facebook believe everything.
Yeah.
And they're
And they
so
get-
gullible.
And they believe the news, like.
And the
and
news
they believe,
is so
and
not.
then they believe Trump, and then they believe I'm like, come on,
like,
guys.
you
don't-
pick one.
Yeah, you gotta get.
Don't pick any of them.
I've done my part in trying to like. I feel like the best thing you can do now with people is just constantly deceive them, so they feel like you're always being deceived. So you're like, wait a minute, you gotta become more skeptical. I mean, this is skeptical because like I swear to God, like I had a homeschool Christian girlfriend for years, and like she was just so naive to everything that was just like everything seemed to trick her, and I was just like I just kept tricking her until finally she was like all of a sudden became skeptical about the world. Like nah, nothing's real. And I feel like that's all I do on Facebook right now is just post illegitimate bullshit that like people just look at it and they'll like either get the joke that I'm fucking with people or not get the joke that I'm fucking with people or whatever. But it's like in a group of people all talking shit about opinion or whatever, I'm clearly saying bullshit nonsense.
Yeah.
And people are like, I like that. That's good. That guy's on the level, you know, like, 'cause they're like, oh, he's fucking with me.
That's like 90% of my posts were all Onion articles that I would try to sell people on. Like just and dude,
People buy it.
nobody clicks shit. They read headlines and keep scrolling. They read headlines and that's
Repeat it to
a
someone.
fact. And they read headlines and then keep scrolling and then later on somebody will bring it up. And, I saw on Facebook the other day, blah blah blah. Headline.
Like, yeah, I posted that.
It gets everybody though.
Dummy.
What is it? I say like 80% of the people are rational.
Yeah.
Like it's
The rest of us are Russians.
the rest are Russians.
Yeah. It's not bad numbers, you know. This is true.
We're all Russian trolls.
Yep.
Trolling it up. But I really like fucking with people, and I feel like it only makes them wiser to like, oh, look out for bullshit because I'm bullshitting you right now.
Right.
This is an example. I'm bullshitting you.
I think that's the point behind why I would do that too, is just to show them.
Did you see the new
Yeah, seeing
the White
one
House?
every minute.
I think it was it yesterday, last night? The White House tweeted a photo that said first snow of the year, and last night in D.C. it was in the 50s, 60s,
Yeah.
and people were like, "What? You're lying about that? Why are you lying about this?" And in my head, I'm like, this is BS. And people are like, you need to get to the White House and get a reporter. If you see anybody, ask them about this. And then Yassi, the one guy I follow on Twitter, he's like, don't bog people down. It's clearly a mistake.
Yeah.
Like, if it's not snowing, why would they tweet a photo?
Who's doing that though?
But what had happened was the photo was taken a couple days prior because it did snow. It was the first snow. But it happened during all the Iranian stuff.
Oh,
and
right.
you're not going to tweet a
And
photo.
not appropriate.
Not appropriate.
Yeah.
First snow. And it's like we're bombing Iran or Iraq, but just the amount of people who just couldn't understand that it could have clearly been a mistake. That they go, they're lying to us. Look at them. They're trying to tell us it's snowing in Washington. It's 50 degrees outside. They're idiots.
Got 'em.
Yeah. I'm like, come on, people. Use your brains.
Fucking
But you know what? I think that
It's critical thinking,
you know how
man.
when
People
you throw,
don't have it.
like if you throw a rubber band and it just does that weird like stretchy loopy thing. I think we're right at the cusp of it coming right back around, and everybody like just with all of the bullshit that's going on with Dave Chappelle dropping sticks and stones, calling everybody out for cancel
Ricky
culture,
Gervais.
and then Ricky Gervais last night, also Obama calling everybody out on cancel culture. And then all of this shit where everybody's realizing, and Trump is sort of exposing the news as a fake source of information, and think how you want to think about him.
Well, now
but
people know
he's
there's different
right about
realities
that.
out there. I mean, it's...
Everybody's living in their own
Was it
bubbles.
Scott Adams says it's two movies on one screen. You can look
Right.
at one thing, and this person's looking at the same thing and seeing something completely different.
Yeah,
even though
I've been waiting for this ride since the
We-
beginning of the Iraq War, the
Right.
first time. Where I watched Outfox, the documentary explaining how Fox was using tactics.
But they
to
all
manipulate-
did it,
No,
though.
they all picked
Now
up
they
on
all
what Fox
do it.
does. Yeah, they all do these same.
they realize
tactics.
how much money
Yeah.
you could make. You could
Fox is
monetize
taking
just
off.
opinions.
And
Right.
breaking news, Justin Timberlake, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like interrupt
Well,
the
they
program.
put a
like-
ticker at the bottom, just like
Ticker,
ESPN.
yeah,
they
everything.
turned it into sports ball. They made everyone fans of a team rather than.
And so what I'm saying is I've been
interest in
waiting for
political.
someone like Trump to come along where I tell everyone like, oh man, you guys all got deceived into this Iraq war, like, and I was back then, I'm ringing all the bells I could ring to tell everyone, and I'm just getting argued down by talking points and shit from someone's repeating Bill O'Reilly to me and telling me why we should be going to fucking war or whatever. And then we did, and it's now proven to be complete bullshit while we're in these fucking wars. But Trump has come along, like you said, now and kind of like eroded
Shake the
away.
box.
what
like,
what did we say when he first got elected over and over?
We
Welcome
said
to
it's
chaos.
welcome to chaos.
Reset button.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Right?
chaos. It's gonna be somebody's gonna go in there and just wreck the plate. Like, who knows what he's gonna do?
Yeah.
We were Bernie guys. Like, we wanted Bernie.
Yeah, same here.
And then after what the DNC did to Bernie, because it was all rigged the whole time. They
For
knew
sure.
Clinton was
He
gonna
got
get it because
exposed.
Clinton was. I believe she was. She put a lot of the money into the DNC at that time because they were pretty much bankrupt. So she was kind of ahead of the DNC, and of course they're gonna give it to her.
And it's
without a
sick
doubt.
that people think that the DNC and the GOP or whatever, that they're
It's all
supposed to be
rigged.
these neutral democratic platforms, but they're not. They're corporations.
And that's what happened with the DNC. They said, well, we can choose it because we're a corporation. Like, we can listen to the votes, but in the end, we decide. And that's what they did. So
Yeah.
they screwed over Bernie. Bernie didn't fight. Bernie should have fought and been like, no, I'm not going to support Hillary. And he did it anyway. And so I go, I'm not voting. We actually got married. My wife and I got married on election day because I'm like, I'm not voting for Clinton or Trump. I was like, I can't have those two. I was like, I want no part of it.
Yeah.
And
We were all together that day.
yeah, we were.
Yeah.
In my wedding.
The three of us were
We
in
had
the mountains.
No signal.
No
So we had no
signal.
idea what was going on.
Great story to tell whenever people talk about that election.
Kelsey was the
Kelsey
Kelsey
broke
had
it.
a cabin. Kelsey had his cabin. He was the only one that had a little signal, and he'd come in. Trump just won this, and we're like, okay. And then he comes back. Trump
By the way, that weekend I was eating fucking weed Jolly Ranchers like fucking Skittles. I must have ate a half a bag of. You remember I was just walking around just giving those things to fucking people.
It was a blast.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
But-
great. The temperature was amazing.
It was
I had
a
my
little
window open in my
speakeasy.
cabin, like just listening. To
That was
water.
nice. But yeah, I did. I would go up and I was high as fuck, and I would just sit on my bed and I was like, okay, he just won Florida.
we were all like, "What the fuck?"
It's like if he
was like,
wins Pennsylvania, like
Pennsylvania,
over.
Ohio.
it's over. And
And then I remember you coming down, and you go, he just won Pennsylvania. You go, I'm like, what? How? Hillary was supposed
Yeah.
to win.
we were mindful.
But we kind of knew. We always said it was going to be Trump. We're like, it's going to be Trump. People were too afraid to say they like
oh
Trump.
my god! And the only people that it was crazy because the only people who were like calling it were like Ann Coulter or whatever was like Trump's gonna win. Everyone's like, ha ha ha! Get the fuck on the stage, you crazy bitch! And she is a crazy bitch, but she had that shit right. It was crazy that no one was calling it. Me and Tyler were like, it's gonna have to be that because it just. I mean, I wasn't even looking at.
Hillary was way too slimy.
You know,
She was, but I wasn't even looking at the Electoral College at the time. I was just looking at like trying to see what people were just saying
Yeah.
in general, man to man,
Yeah.
person to person. Everyone's just kind of like,
Yeah.
I don't want any more Clintons. Me too. All right,
Well-
doesn't matter what side you're on, even if you're
Yeah.
Democratic or whatever. Just no more Clintons. Can we
Yeah.
be done with that already?
Right.
Like we know they're corrupt. Now we know he's 30 times on Epstein Island. Now we know she fucking, backed him when he got a blowjob with a fucking. That's not even a good movement for women's power. Like in my opinion, I'm sorry, I'm not a woman. I'm gonna step back from that, but I'm just saying, it's like you want the first woman in the president to be a cuckold,
He should-
basically. Like
Man,
just nasty.
that
She should've
impeachment was
dumped
always
his ass.
BS, though, man.
It was
If
BS, but
you should be
should've
able to
fucking
lie
dumped
if you
him,
got a.
dude. She would've looked
If
like
you
a
got a
powerful
BJ
female.
from somebody, you should be able to lie about that.
I mean,
Sexual stuff.
But listen to me. But what I'm saying is, I'm
Unless
trying
it's
to be.
someone with a kid or
I'm
something.
trying to be like the biggest public figure in American history, right? And my wife is fucking around on me on the side, and I don't dump her, and I continue. I'm like, I'm gonna be president now. Like everyone knows, my wife it's the biggest thing ever. There's cum all over this dress, and everyone knows about this dress. And I'm gonna go, and I'm still with my wife. You gotta dump. She should have dumped Bill Clinton
dumpa.
on his second or third or 50th trip
They're
to
too
Epstein
powerful.
Island.
They can't do it.
And dumped his ass, and then fucking been like, kicked his ass to the fucking curb. I'm running as woman president. I would have been like, damn, all right, cool.
Well, that's why I think House of Cards shed a lot of light on that sort of situation to where it was more a business relationship than a marriage.
Jawbreaker theory.
That jawbreaker theory is real as fuck, man. We're all in a lit.
Because you go to House of Cards, now you're going to
Uh,
Kevin Spacey. He's on Epstein Island too.
Yeah, Dave Sarrett brought up a good
The
point a while ago
simulation,
about the
man.
fairness doctrine.
Yeah, let's respond to Dave Sayre. He's right.
Whatever happened to fairness doctrine, you can only own 5 media outlets and must give a public figure equal time on air. All that's been thrown out for years.
yeah.
That's true.
And and then that's the biggest deal is that I can't remember if we covered it on Sunset Gold or not, but there was an act that got passed during the Obama administration which made it legal for news outlets to be essentially state-sponsored propaganda. And it was like called the McMunster Act or whatever the fuck it was. Someone in the chat room will figure it out. Just
Chat
kidding.
room, look it up.
But it was a representative from Ohio and this other guy, but they passed this law which essentially said that like the United States government can now use any media outlet as propaganda, and it was supposed to be for foreign affairs, that we were supposed to be able to use propaganda any way we want the government for foreign countries, but in the act it actually says that
like
you're allowed to
FISA?
use the United States of America. So like nowadays when people talk about fake news and shit like that, no, we're actually being fed fake news now. Like we're getting state-sponsored propaganda by law, which they were not supposed to do that.
Man, we've always.
So
they've
to the
always done
Fairness
it.
Act, all I can say is that that's just been overturned somewhere in some probably a what do they call that, a corner thing with your earmark. When they pass an omnibus bill or whatever, they pass a bill and they just include some thing in
Earmark.
there. Yeah, there's an earmark somewhere that just probably repealed the fairness doctrine, and he probably just went by with it's just some fucking thing about getting a national park or something, and then they just threw that in there like fuck your media too, like, and fuck the fairness doctrine or whatever. That's what they do. And it goes by, just like smoking becoming 21. All right, it's federal to go smoking 21. Do you remember a news report on that? Do you remember?
Yeah, that's so dumb. It's
regardless of the issue. Do you remember any coverage of it?
No.
Do you remember anyone
it just
talking
happened.
about
Nothing.
It should,
It's
people
just
should be able to vote on that.
21 now on tobacco.
Yeah.
And we don't know where the fuck that came from. I don't remember that being on fucking voted for. I don't remember that being on TV.
At
I don't remember
18, you can
anything.
vote at 18. It's like, whoa, I would have voted no.
Yeah.
It's like, come on. Like,
So that's what I'm saying is a lot of this shit just gets passed where it's just like
it should be all right.
There's
Smoke
a-
a cigarette. If I want to smoke a cigarette at 18, if I can fight in a war,
I can give you a rifle and I
Kill
can
this-
send you a
yeah.
foreign country to kill people.
I'd rather smoke a cigarette.
I can hand you a weapon and say, go kill people in this other country that's not your country and just go kill people, whatever. And you can do that, but you can't smoke afterwards.
No.
You can't do
Well,
it.
the bit, it's like
Can't
I'm laying
do
there,
it.
I got shot. I'm like, ah,
Yeah.
I'm dying. It's
Yeah.
like, I got shot. Just one second. Just let me have a puff. He goes, I don't know. How old are you? Let me see your car. Are you 18?
Yeah.
I'm not getting in trouble. He goes, this can kill you.
Yeah.
This can kill you.
I'm dying.
Please, just one last drag.
Drag, man.
I don't know.
Think about my lady. I just smoked a drink over there while you're killing them. Yes, I actually talked to a Marine yesterday who said that he let all his guys drink and smoke. He didn't care if they were 21 or not when they were over there.
That's
so you
good.
might be making a joke, Dave, Sarah, but that's absolutely true. That like,
Well, I heard that you can drink on military bases
Yeah.
if you're under 21. Like on a military base, you can
should
buy
be the case.
beer. You
What
can
law
buy
are you
beer.
breaking in a foreign country? Like if you're, I'm sure fucking.
Well, I mean,
Afghanistan,
in America, like, I think on American
actually,
military
Afghanistan probably
bases.
banned alcohol. Muslim country. They probably
Yeah, I don't think you can have it. They go out in the ocean, the seas and stuff, and that's where they party.
party in the seas.
Yeah, party in the seas.
They probably have like booze cruises and shit.
Yeah. I know a lot of that.
Did you say Jews cruises? Oh my God, we're just
Yeah.
on YouTube. God, I'm sorry.
Probably have Bruce True Jews cruise.
Yeah, the Jews.
Shit.
What's
Can't
the
even say it right.
Fleisch? No, what is it? Manischewitz? Manischewitz?
Yeah, maybe.
Manischewitz.
More Flashmans.
No.
Nah.
Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on from that.
We're only doing it because we were told not to.
So we're getting
Shut
we're
it down.
right at an hour here, and I'm not gonna go too much further than that.
Yeah,
and
let's
I'm
be done. I gotta
but,
eat and sleep.
Yeah,
Big
I gotta
game
eat.
tonight.
I gotta
Go
eat.
Clemson.
Got a big game tonight.
Tigers.
Clemson.
Tigers.
Yeah.
So,
Clemson
with that being
Tigers.
said,
Any Tigers?
there are some things that you guys should keep up with as far as Small Beans is concerned. Keep an eye on the things coming out from Small Beans Future. And for those of you not aware, Small Beans is pretty much the MVPs of Cracked.com pulled together.
Correct. Great
and-
sketch comedians from everywhere are
Yes.
on Small Beans. If you
Yes.
like sketch comedy, and it's an audio sketch comedy they deal with, and they do all kinds of interesting shit. But yeah, Crack.com, they basically extended after hours from Crack. They ended up doing their own stuff. I think
Yeah,
it's still
it's
like
like
fuck Cracked, we're just after hours now. It's our
Mike,
premise.
Abe, Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, Abe, Cody, Katie, everyone's. Dan is not there. Dan's working for John Oliver now.
You know, him and I were friends on Twitter for a while, and then he got mad at me.
For the
Something.
Andy Kaufman thing?
Him and I got in a fight about Andy Kaufman.
Oh, what did he say that Andy Kaufman is not superior?
No,
He
he
said that
didn't. He
the
didn't know
G-
much about Andy. And so
He said that the Jim Carrey thing where he was Jim as Andy Kaufman, that documentary that came out where they
Yeah,
showed
oh,
behind
yeah.
the scenes,
Oh, yeah.
he was like, this is a fucked up misogynist bullshit. How dare he treat women like this? Blah, blah, blah. And we had to be like, dude, he's doing Tony Clifton.
yeah, I'm
That's a
probably one of the
bit.
biggest Andy Kaufman,
Yeah,
Tony
for
Clifton
sure.
junkies.
That's
I
what we had to
love
come
Andy
at Daniel
Kaufman.
Bryan and be like, dude, you're a comedian. Like, you understand that's a bit, right? And Jim Carrey's doing a bit on a bit on a bit. Like, he's imitating Tony Clifton, which is not a real person.
Which Andy would have done.
would have gone
You know what?
full on. And Dan was like, no, this is bullshit. You don't treat women like that. Like, you don't do whatever. And I was like, you are so caught up in this.
You know what? Those same
Virtue
idiots got
signaling.
pissed off at the Joker for shooting a comedian for making fun of him. I'm like, eat a fucking dick. This
Joker.
movie was great.
She's got 11 Academy, the big nominations, like leading out of all the movies. I'm like, holy cow! It won't win those. It'll win best actor and
It'll
best,
win
best actor, best score. Are guaranteed.
Oh yeah.
but
Oh yeah. I knew the score was gonna win. I knew he was gonna win.
He was good.
But dude, but not to go on to Joker, 'cause I know we all love that. But just the same people said the same things about.
It's virtue signaling
that.
gone too far. And if you want to talk about your rubber band theory or whatever, yeah, like all that's going to cave
It's
in on
good.
itself
Well,
too.
no. But I didn't finish that thought, and it's probably very confusing for people who didn't hear the end of that. But I feel like
I picked it up.
that
It's mine now.
Well, I feel like that rubber band, that rubber band theory is going to flip back around, and now everything is going to come back where everything's going to be much more raunchy, and the tides are going to turn to where instead of it being the ones who say these things that people are offended by, having the light shine on them, the light is going to shine the other way now. And it's like, listen, you can't just like try to cancel this guy because he made a joke that you don't like.
I don't think I've ever been offended by anything. I can't think of one thing I've been offended by.
I've been offended, but I don't know. Like
I'm trying to fart right now. See if I can offend him. Just by this.
I have a hard time like thinking of a time in which, or I have a hard time saying that I've never been offended because I'm sure I have.
Males. You fucking white males.
Yeah,
real
you
easy.
Fucking whites.
Sit in your fucking chair and look down on the fucking. Oh, that offends
Not
me.
my fault. I'm not doing too well in life right now, so it's not my fault.
True that.
But
Somebody said about making fun of the poor. They should make fun of the poor more. That's what we should do.
You're not supposed to punch down.
We
is what
should
they
work
say.
really hard on making fun of the poor.
But I am the poor, so I can do it.
There's something about this though. There's something about this idea that if you just shit on the poor really hard, then people would be like, "No, I'm going to defend the poor now. How dare you?" And then I'd be like, "Thank you. Finally."
Smart.
Where the fuck have you been, people defending the poor? You're out there worrying about. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not going to get into that.
I've realized. I told a joke yesterday that there are two seasons in my life. There's cornstarch season and there's coin star season, which is a fucking hilarious joke.
It's a good joke.
Unless you're rich and have no idea what a coin star is. So then at the end,
Kill
I was
them.
like,
Kill them.
"Kill the rich, eat the rich."
Seriously.
So I
Billionaires should
said,
not exist.
for those of you who are not aware, Coinstar is something that poor people have to use in winter months.
Can I say this? The best thing about it is if you got to get a kid to do this because you're like, oh, that's his piggy bank. I'm just letting him cash it, but really, like, we need this money. Don't worry. This is allowance. We give him change. He loves doing it.
I like about Coinstar is I'll go dump all my change in there, and like the shit that it kicks back to me, I'm like,
You
what
get
is
like a-
this fucking? What country are you fucking from? That looks like a fucking nickel. Was this a fucking loony, a toonie, fucking I don't know, whatever. You get all this yen comes out. You're like,
It's always like the washer. You got like a washer in there. It's like, what am I doing with a
Those
washer?
green pennies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Something that's like identically shaped
Lent.
like a penny, but it just has nothing on it. And you're like, when did I ever pick that up, and where was that from? Like, where the fuck is that?
Yeah.
But I like it spits all the Canadian money back. Why not? Why isn't it just transfer Canadian to? There's got to be an exchange rate in there. What are they doing?
This is
Yeah,
money.
should be.
Yeah. I don't know. What's up, man? Duke. Number one.
What's up, man? The Duke.
AD in the house.
That's right.
Is anybody listening to this?
No,
We got a couple.
we are. But anyway, yeah, no. Coinstar's funny. You get the paperclip comes out and all this other shit.
Listen to us. Yeah.
Now my girlfriend is a banker though, and the only bank for my chain that has the
You
Coinstar
can't say
machine.
that.
Mosa.
I can't
what up,
say
Mosa?
that.
I see you now.
You can't. They can't know that
Okay.
she's your banker.
No, she can't bank with me, but I
Yeah.
can say that she's my banker.
You can.
Yes. Anyway, my girlfriend is my banker, and so if I go into
Your baker.
my
What is this,
banker,
man? Come on.
that my bank. If I go in, what I'm saying is the only branch of this bank that I got that has the Coinstar is hers. So if I'm going to make that, I'm broke.
You
I
gotta
gotta
look like a
cash in my
loser.
coins. I gotta do it in front of my girlfriend, like she's watching me. and what's worse than that is that all of her coworkers are very interested in like who I am and am I gonna take good care
That's
of her
the
and am
guy
I
with
alright?
the coin star.
So yeah. So
Oh, I
like,
can just see it now. You walk in with the coins, and all of her
I
coworkers
can't.
just look at her like this.
I can't. Like I
Like-
can't.
like give
Going
her
out
that-
to eat tonight.
I'm
You go to Kroger, man. There's a
I've-
coin right there.
I know, but they steal a bunch of your money.
Yeah, those
Who
at the bank,
cares?
the
I
ones
don't
at the
want that
banks,
money stolen. I've
the ones
heard
at the
that.
banks
It's only-
don't steal anything. They just they
Right,
give
the
it.
one at the bank gives you the right money, but it's the only bank that has
Right.
that shit. So I can't go there. I got a giant jar of coins. Don't try to break into my house now. I'm hiding that jar of coins.
Nobody's gonna break into your house for your coins.
I don't know that. It's tough times right now we're living in.
You're right. There are tough
I remember
times.
my stepdad had a bunch of like silver dollars and stuff that he had for years. I remember me and Ed Tanner one time we were like, "Oh man, we gotta get some change." So I was like, "Oh, I know where some silver dollars are." And I got them, and I was like,
Asshole.
I can't do it. I didn't do it.
Nah,
I used to.
I
I thought
quarters
about it.
for my grandfather had a change jar, and quarters when you were a kid were like end
Oh,
all
yeah.
be all.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
Ice cream man, gumball machines, everything was a quarter. Arcade, everything's a quarter. Quarter was opening up a world of opportunities when
That's
you were a
right.
kid. So he always had like a bunch of change. I would pick through and grab some quarters, and like 5 or 6.
Oh yeah,
enough to rock my week out. Like
my grandma died. My grandma died, and I was staying home for a while. My dad had this work truck outside that he just threw change in like one of the cup holders, and I would like get quarters out and go buy Johnny Bootleggers.
That's the worst though, because changing the cup hole, they're always
Johnny
sticky and
Yeah,
what the fuck is that?
it's like a little. It's like a 12% alcohol, 8 ounce
Wine based.
Yeah, 8 ounce thing, 12%
What's it
alcohol.
called?
Johnny Bootlegger.
Some different country. This guy, Johnny Bootlegger.
Johnny Bootlegger. But anyway,
Oh, we're wrapping up.
we're wrapping up. We're wrapping up. I hear neighbors getting home. I don't know where you guys parked. So
I parked in the spot that blocks all your neighbors.
okay, well,
But there's only one car, so we're good.
okay, all right. Well, anyway,
Guys, hey, thanks to Screwball Whiskey for doing this, setting us up here, flying us out to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, getting a hotel room and all that shit.
yep.
Rock on. Remember, peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter in your belly. Screwball Whiskey. Never been tipsy. All my bitches tricky. Screwball Whiskey.
Tomorrow's stories begin right here. Screwball Whiskey. In a world full of shitty people, don't be one of those people. Be a good person.
Play us off, keyboard cat.
Meow, 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 meow. All right, let's do the intro thing real quick. Let me get this in here where Norm says what he says.
What you say, Norm?
The Kelsey Hudgins Show.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, live from the Screwball Whiskey Studios, indeed. Screwball Whiskey, SKREWballwhiskey.com. Tomorrow's stories begin right here, Screwball Whiskey. In this episode, Brother Noah Byrne and Brother Tyler Brown stopped by to talk about all sorts of things. We did a little playing around with some audio stuff and a script beforehand, and then we talked all kinds of about some crazy shit. So I'm not going to give you any spoilers on that. I'm going to go ahead and let you get to that on your own. But before then, please, if you guys want to help the podcast out financially at all, go to Venmo at Kelsey-Hudgins-1 or PayPal.me/Kelsey Hudgins. And if you want to help the podcast out financially, that's where you can do it. Support us. Also, please follow the guys on Instagram at Mr. Tyler Brown, at Horsehead Businessman on Instagram, and at Yonder Wizard, WIZZERD for me, and at Kelsey Hudgins, and I'm pretty sure at Noah Byrne on Twitter, and Tyler O. Brown at Tyler O. Brown on Twitter for some riveting content outside of this podcast. And speaking of this podcast, shout out to the fine folks at Podbean for making it possible for me to upload this podcast to their platform. Very excited for that. Also, the fine folks over at Voices of Misery podcast who gave me the suggestion to do the Podbean thing. So thank you for that, nerds. Also, I'm going to be on the Voices of Misery podcast coming up soon. We've recorded the episode already. It should be dropping within the next couple weeks. And if you guys are into music at all, I have released an album that dropped yesterday, believe it or not. And I don't know if it's dropped on every platform yet, but on YouTube. By the time you guys hear this, it will be on iTunes. It will be on, it's already on Google Play. It's on, like I said, YouTube. It is on Spotify, I believe, Deezer, and Tidal as well. But the album is titled That Way Lies Madness, and artwork by Tyler Brown, who is in the house right now on this episode. And what else do we got? I think that might be it. Yep. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys get on with this nonsense. Episode number 2 of the Kelsey Hudgins Show featuring Tyler Brown and Noah Byrne. Enjoy, motherfuckers. Nailed it. All right, YouTubers, be good people in a world full of shitty people. Don't be one of those people. Be a good person. Peace, bitches.